Motivation is a lie. Not a harmless one, a dangerous one. The kind that keeps millions of people stuck for years, scrolling, watching, waiting. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting to feel inspired. Waiting for the version of themselves that never shows up. You've been lied to your entire life about how change actually happens. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to prove it to you. Let me describe your last 6 months. You watched a video that hit you in the chest. Something clicked. You wrote down goals. You planned the morning routine. You told yourself, this time is different. For 3 days, maybe a week, you actually did it. Then one bad night of sleep, one stressful day, one moment where you just didn't feel it, and the whole thing collapsed. You felt guilty, so you searched for another video, another voice, another hit of that feeling. And for a few minutes, you felt unstoppable again. Then nothing. You've done this 10 times, maybe 50, maybe for years. And somewhere deep down, you've started to believe something terrifying. That maybe you're just not built for it. That other people have something you don't. I need you to hear me very clearly. That is not true. You're not broken. You're not weak. You've just been running the wrong software. And the worst part isn't that you failed. It's that you believed motivation was supposed to come first. Here's what motivation actually is. It's a chemical. A short burst of dopamine and adrenaline your brain releases when it sees or hears something exciting. That's it. That's the whole thing. It's not power. It's not commitment. It's not strength. It's a mood. And like every mood, it passes. It has to. Your brain cannot sustain that state. It was never designed to. Expecting motivation to carry you through years of hard work is like expecting a single breath to carry you through a marathon. But here's where it gets darker. There is an entire industry built on keeping you addicted to that feeling. Think about it. Millions of motivational videos, quote pages, courses, morning routine gurus. All of it engineered to give you the hit, without the result. Because if you actually changed your life, you'd stop watching. So the content is designed to make you feel like you're doing something when you're doing nothing. Watching a video about discipline is not discipline. Planning a workout is not a workout. Buying the course is not the work. Your brain cannot tell the difference. It rewards you for the intention as if you'd already done the thing. That's the trap. You get the emotional payoff without the cost. And then you wonder why nothing ever changes. So if motivation is the trap, what's the way out? Discipline. But not the way you've been taught to think about it. Forget the screaming. Forget the 5 a.m. cult. Forget the grind worship. That's motivation wearing a costume. Real discipline is quieter, colder, and almost boring. Discipline is this: doing the thing when you don't feel like it. Doing it when no one is watching. Doing it when it isn't working yet. Doing it on the worst day of your week, in the worst mood of your month, with zero applause. That's it. That's the whole technology. And here's why it works where motivation fails. Motivation depends on emotion. So when emotion leaves, the action leaves with it. Discipline doesn't need emotion. It doesn't ask how you feel. It just shows up. Which means it cannot be killed by a bad night, a rough week, or a lost year. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect, delivered daily. David Goggins once ran a 100-mile race with no training. His feet broke halfway through. He kept going. When asked why, he didn't say he felt motivated. He said he had decided who he was. And that decision didn't depend on how he felt that day. That's the difference. Motivation asks, "Do I feel like it?" Discipline answers, "That question doesn't matter anymore." And once you cross that line in your head, once you stop negotiating with your feelings every morning, something strange happens. The struggle doesn't disappear, but it stops being a vote. It becomes just weather. You notice it, and you do the thing anyway. That's the switch. That's the entire game. And almost nobody makes it, because it's too quiet to feel like progress.
3 principles. That's all you need. 1. Lower the bar until it's embarrassing. Don't commit to an hour at the gym. Commit to putting on your shoes. Don't commit to writing a chapter. Commit to opening the document. The goal isn't the action. The goal is making it impossible to say no. Discipline is built through reps so small that skipping them feels ridiculous. Once you're in, the rest usually follows. And on the days it doesn't, the shoes still went on. That still counts. 2. Do it when it's worst. Train sick. Write tired. Show up in the rain. These are the only days that build anything. The good days, when you feel great and everything flows, those don't count. Everyone trains on good days. The gap between you and the person you want to be is built entirely on the bad ones. 3. Kill the conditions. Every time you say, "I'll start when I have time, when I feel ready, when I finish this series, when Monday comes," you're lying to yourself. Those conditions don't exist. The right moment doesn't exist. You take the action first. The feeling comes after. Always in that order, never the other way around. That's the whole method. You already knew it. You just didn't want it to be this simple. Here's what I'm not going to promise you. I'm not going to promise you success. I'm not going to promise you money or abs or a new life in 90 days. Anyone who promises that is selling you motivation in a new wrapper. What I will promise you is this: you will become a different person. Not louder, not more confident in the way Instagram sells confidence. Different underneath. In 30 days, you'll notice your body stops asking if it wants to. In 6 months, people close to you will ask what changed. In a year, you'll look at old photos and not recognize the person who used to negotiate with every single morning. In 5 years, the things you once thought were impossible will be boring routine. You won't become more motivated. You will become someone who doesn't need it. And that, not motivation, not inspiration, not any video you've ever watched, is the thing that actually changes a life. Tomorrow morning, your alarm will go off. You won't feel ready. You won't feel motivated. No one will be watching. And there will be a small voice inside your head, the same voice that's been winning for years, asking you to wait. Just 5 more minutes. Just 1 more day. Just until you feel it. That moment, that exact moment, is where your entire life is decided. Not in the gym, not in the plans, not in the motivation videos. Right there, in the dark, when you choose to get up anyway.
If this is the kind of truth you want more of, you already know what to do. Now close this video and go do the thing you've been avoiding.